here we go. We're getting to our next series, getting to our next matchup, and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Pylon, we have our blue Zerg player. We have our Mexican Zerg representing Exertis Esports. It is Cham. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as ByuN is setting up for the 2x Reaper. He's setting up here on low ground. Welcome, one and all, to Pylon. Pylon is one of the more aggressive maps in the map pool. All-ins and aggression is favored on this map, and we might even see ByuN turn this 2x Reaper into something more committed in the aftermath. We have seen ByuN go for a Hellbat pushes afterwards, or turn this into a 4x sim timing instead. ByuN has a lot of variety when it comes to his follow-up after the initial Reaper aggression. Likewise, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm assuming this is 2x Reaper. Technically, ByuN could throw down a 3rd Rex as well and go 3x Reaper and just commit. So we'll see what ByuN does go for. Until then, we do have our initial hatch gas pull out of Cham. Nothing too crazy yet, nothing too wild. Openers and play is looking as it should. Here we go. As we are building up. Speaking of 3rd Rex, yep, there it is, 3rd Rex on the way. So it is going to be 3x Reaper here out of ByuN. It is going to be that much more committed, that much more aggressive. With this, the goal here is not just to contain. You can do that with 2x Reaper. So with 3x Reaper, the goal is to contain and delay the 3rd base, but also to get some damage done as well. To trade with the army, to have a stronger stim follow-up alongside it. Bearing in mind, this is not an all-in. ByuN will be expanding. He will expand behind this. As Reaper does break forward, takes down a drone. As ByuN does push in, once again does threaten the natural. Still rallying across. ByuN, he has yet to get eyes on the 3rd base though. Uh-oh. And again, ByuN, he can deny the 3rd if he sees it. But now dancing with the queens. Does rotate back around. Oh, doesn't quite confirm. And we will get one. Yeah, one queen goes down. Massive pickup. Takes down a queen. Pulls away. And he wants another. And at this point, he just abandons the 3rd. Abandons the 3rd base. He wants those queens. Nice control so far here by ByuN, pulling away the weakened Reapers. He's lost 1 Reaper so far. No, never mind. He's lost 0. Oh my god. 0 Reapers. Link speed is done. 3rd base is complete. And Cham is getting ready for the dive, getting ready for the breakout. Speaking of, links are revealed. Back at home, we have the full wall. Stim is on the way. The expansion as well, as I did mention. ByuN is not all in. He races back. He does make it back home. The wall is closed. And ByuN holds. Now, from here, we could have seen a Bane bust, but there's no Baneless, there's no gas income either. This was a big investment by Cham. Yeah, this was a lot of lings, and unfortunately, Cham he's not able to make use of them. At this point, Cham wants to bait out the army. Does bait out, okay, does bait him out. Okay, let's go. Cham comes in from behind. Yeah, nice setup here. Does surround 3 of those Reapers. Yeah, he takes down 3. He's on the low ground as well. And ByuN is going to be shut down. Very nice cleanup here by Cham. The bait, it worked. Did bait him out, but still cannot break the natural itself. But at least Cham trades. Like, at least Cham catches all those Reapers. That's maybe best case scenario here for Cham. is to at least catch the Reapers. Behind this Cham, he's droning up as hard as he can. He's trying to catch up. Here we go. From here, ByuN, he's building up, he's getting ready for his stim push. Again, a 3-1-1 setup. A very strong stim timing here from ByuN. He is moving out. Behind this, Cham trying to set up something Bane, getting to 1-1 upgrades. Bane Nest is on the way, Lair is on the way. It's going to be a tough hold here for Cham. Not impossible, but it is going to be a tough hold. He only has 3 queens. Never mind, he only has 3 queens. Only 3 queens to defend. It's going to be mainly Ling defense against a massive amount of Marines with combat shield. I'll be impressed if Cham can hold here. I'll be very impressed. ByuN stims in, Star steps away. He should clean up all these Lings. Yep. Cleans up the Lings. GG gets called, and ByuN will take game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, Cham, unfortunately, he just took too many losses early on. The losses that he took were inadvertent damage in the sense that Cham did make Lings and he wasn't droning. He overmade Lings, and we spoke about it, that the best case scenario for Cham was for him to catch out the Reapers, which is true, did catch out the Reapers, but even then it wasn't enough to just make up for the lack of workers and lack of drones and the lack of economy that Cham had. With that lack of economy, it means that he had no defensive setup, means he had no spare minerals for queen production, as he only had 3 queens. Likewise, delayed tech as well. So really rough follow-up there out of Cham, and ByuN snowballs into a win. GG. GG, well played. ByuN does take game 1, and now we're jumping to game 2. We'll see if ByuN will extend his lead, if he will take the series, or if Cham can bounce back. The pressure is on. Go. As we're getting into our next game, it's going to be on ley lines. Just waiting for our players. Waiting for our players. Why? Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good. The StarCraft continues. Just getting ready for an intense month of StarCraft. Again, later on tonight, of course, we're going to be covering the EWC qualifiers. Actually, I say tonight. Tonight is going to be the EWC Asia qualifier, I believe. Yeah, tonight is going to be the Asia qualifier, leading into the May Mayhem, leading into EU qualifiers, leading into NA qualifiers. Yes, yeah. Yo, you thought our 15-hour cast like weekend was over? Nah. I think we might have at least like a 12-hour cast tonight. Oh, no, more than that. We'll try to get some sleep. We'll try to get some sleep in between. Maybe. Oh god, it's gonna be brutal. Oh god, it's now sinking in. I'm looking at the our schedule right now. So for those that are curious, we're gonna be covering the EWC Asia qualifier at 8 p.m. my time. It's gonna be at 8 p.m. That leads into the May Mayhem, which is at 1 a.m. That leads into the NA qualifier, which is going to be at 8 a.m. 12 hours later, and that's going to be at least 4 hours. So it's probably going to be a 15-hour cast day. later on tonight, so that's gonna be fun. It's gonna let's go, bye, let's go. I'm gonna try to sleep as much as I can in between, of course, but yeah, it's a busy week, as we are getting to our next game here. We're getting into game number 2 and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines. We have the Mexican Zerg player, the blue Zerg, representing Xaveritas Esports. It is Cham. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Terran player. We have the South Korean Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. You're an animal, like, yes, I'm an animal. I'm a duckling. Quack. Rage for rest, yes. I mean, we already did it over the weekend. Like, we already did like 2 15-hour cast days on Saturday and Sunday. So, what's another 15-hour cast day? Just do it again. That should be today and tomorrow as well. Should be the same kind of setup for all the qualifiers. I want to believe that the qualifiers are going to be a little bit shorter though, lengthwise. So we'll do our best. Do our best. As from here, we do have a standard opener out of Cham, likewise Rax expand out of ByuN. This time, we're not going for a cheeky additional Rax opener. Not this time. We're calming down. Calming down. From here, we are just setting up. We're just waiting to see if we go for a third CC. ByuN, he has been known to go for 1-1-1s and to go for something more committed on 2 bases. So our eyes are peeled here for whether or not we go for a starport based on the delay. Never mind. SB moves out. Shows what you got. CC. So command center before starport. Economic build here by ByuN. This is going to give Cham the best opportunity to get into his own game. Last game he was denied that. Last game he was reacting to ByuN more than anything, and Cham, he thrives when his opponent's reacting to him. So we'll see. This is now going to be the best opportunity here for Cham to show what he's made of and show what he's got. Now we have seen Cham go into something more classic like Lingbane Muta. We've seen him embrace roaches, of course. He is a roach boy. For now, pulls out of gas. For now, a standard play. Just droning, saturating, building up queens. ByuN here will gain map control. He's making more Hellions. Overlord is going to be denied. Oh. Does deny the Overlord. Yeah, he's gonna have some fun. What do we have? We have 2 more factories. I saw the Rax move further back and I was like, that's kind of weird. I'm like, what's happening here? It's mech. So ByuN is gonna mech it up. Again, if you've been watching ByuN as of late, he has been playing a lot more mech recently. He has been playing a little more battle mech. He of course featured this in GSL. Not just that, but we saw Maru feature this as well during DreamHack. If ByuN is playing mech, Maru's also playing mech. Like, they do come hand in hand. They do often share builds and they do practice together. So yeah, this is, yeah, look away everyone, look away. I should say Zerg players, look away, because it's not gonna be pretty. It's not gonna be pretty. We're gonna have battle mech here. It's gonna be mass Hellion Cyclone. It can be a very terrifying, very efficient composition here that ByuN is gonna be building up, and it comes down to Cham trying to figure out what's going on.
Forces under attack.
As so far, Cham's scout is denied. And Macville is on the way. To have Macville accelerators. To have our Baneliness on the horizon here. Cham going into Lingbane. Cham, he's still none the wiser. He still doesn't know. Still not aware. Here comes the army for the upgrades. Likewise, can also morph into Hellbats if need be. Oh boy. And again, this is going to be a tough moment here for Cham. Basically, the longer this goes on without a scout, the worse it's going to be. We need roaches. We need roaches. Purely Ling Bane will struggle against Battle Mech. Overseer comes in. Now he knows. There you go. Now he knows. Now he scouts. Overseer goes down. Does confirm the Cyclones. Does confirm extra maxes. Bam. Instantly Roach Warren. Roach Warren is on the way, thankfully. But remember, this is a late Roach Warren, a late scout, late reaction. And here comes ByuN already. He's coming. ByuN is coming. And Cham needs more time. Likewise, lock on the Queens. Flush Transfuse will keep him alive. But the lock-on's okay. It does pull away. ByuN pulls back. Lings, they counterattack. They do delay ByuN. They do force away his attention. ByuN's still moving in. Cham trying to catch any kind of reinforcements, trying to do something with these banelings. As the queens are under fire. First queen goes down. Cham once again, another run by. Once again, these lings, they cannot engage with the main army. So he tries to catch reinforcements. Blue flame kicks in. And lings are going down. Here come the Hellbats. Meanwhile, the queens, Cham is just getting torn apart. Losing so many queens. I'm afraid to look. It's 5. 5 queens went down. Meanwhile, the lock-on is brutal. Just catching out more roaches. 4 more roaches fall. Now Cham does sneak up on one of those Cyclones. Nice pickup. Gets one. Gets one Cyclone. I think 2 in total. 3 in total. 3 in total. But alas, ByuN is not stopping. Not stopping. He's just doubling down. Cham is behind economically. He likewise also lost all his queens. So he has to rebuild. Back up to 4. ByuN pulls back. Pulls back. Cham is holding his own, at least for the time being. Bearing in mind that Cham's supply is inflated, so ByuN is still ahead in army supply. He's ahead when it comes to the army, ahead when it comes to the economy. Oh, Cham, he can't surround though. He's setting up for the surround. ByuN notices. Does notice. Like, the best chance that Cham has is for ByuN to push too far into creep to overextend, and then for Cham to surround. And that is going to be the ideal. Without that setup, though, Cham can't engage. As ByuN does commit, Cham coming in from behind. He wants that surround. And here we go. He does collapse in. Bailey's rolling forward. ByuN, he does get locked down. Bailey's going to crash forward. Nice connections. And Cham, the best fight that he can hope for. He cleans up every single Cyclone. There's no way out of this. Very nice catch. Very nice engage. And again, ByuN, he was caught with his pants down. Whew. And Cham, we're going to keep going. Cham at this point is all in. And he can't just keep going. He can't overwhelm. It takes so long to rebuild that kind of army. Cham just said it. Keep going. Keep going. Bailey's getting to the mineral line. SCV is going to be going down. Takes down 17 SCVs. Breaks the base. And can now break the army. Can now break the army here. Cham pushing further in. Gets into the mineral line. Zones away the Cyclones. And pushes into the production. At this point, Cham has done it. Whew, Cham, he has done it. It did recover. Again, the one thing that Cham was hoping for was for ByuN to overextend, and it happened. It happened. ByuN, he got too excited. He got too greedy. Did push too far. And Cham with the perfect surround. And with that, we're going to the ace match. Whew, we're going to the ace match. As we spoke earlier, how Cham, he beat Rogue in the quarterfinals. Fun fact, Cham, he also just did what Rogue couldn't. Aye, aye, aye. For those who didn't watch GSL, ByuN did knock Rogue out with mech, with battle mech, with this build. So Cham, he doesn't just take down Rogue in the quarterfinals, he also does what Rogue couldn't do and beats ByuN's mech. GG. GG, well played. Whew, Cham, again, very patient play out of Cham. Once again, just waiting for ByuN to overextend, waiting for him to push too far in. And then Cham, he got this round he was hoping for. He locked down the entire army. GG. GG, well played. Whew. With that, Cham does tie things up, and now we're going into the ace match. And again, we'll see if Cham can cause the upset. We'll see if he can bring ByuN down. I'm hoping he can. Let's go. Let's see if we can get some more Zerg gameplay here in today's broadcast. We're here for it. We're ready for it. Game 3, Torches. Let's go. Let us go. It's having none of this. It's like, Rogue who? Cham, baby. Let's go. As Torches is going to be the last game. Torches is going to be an interesting one. Torch's aggression is favored on this map. I do see Cham going into Roaches again here. He could. At the same time, though, he was trying to go into Ling Bane initially against ByuN, so he may just go for standard play. We'll see. We'll see, but alas, aggression is going to be favored here, and we could see something cheeky out of either player. Let's go. So we are spawning in and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Torches. We have the Mexican Zerg player, the Blue Zerg, tying up the series 1-1 and one game away from claiming the series and advancing on to the grand finals. For Xeritus Esports, it is a Cham. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Terran player, the South Korean Terran, representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. Here we go. No supporting ByuN. I mean, ByuN is a favorite player. ByuN is favored. Cham is the underdog. It's always fun cheering for the underdog. Always, man. Always. As we've already forced the ace match, we already have gotten what we've wanted most here, is a game 3. And we'll see how this story ends. As so far, Cham going hatch first. So standard opener so far to Cham. Welcome one all to Torches. Torches does have a short rush distance by air, likewise short rush distance by ground. That's why aggression is favored on this map. Does have some unique features when it comes to mining through these center patches. Now, we did talk about this last time we casted Rogue on this map. I think it was Rogue versus... Was it Rogue versus Cure? Or was it versus Clem? But essentially, this map does share features with, almost said Persephone. This map does share features with El Dorado. Because of that, something that we have seen a lot of on El Dorado was gasless openers into what? Into Swarm Host. And we saw Rogue attempt that as well the last time we saw him on Torches. But the problem here, the difference between El Dorado and Torches, is that Torches is a smaller map, so builds like that can be punished that much harder. So I'm not too convinced with the idea of going Swarmhost. I can see the logic behind it a little bit, but as you mentioned, because it's so small, like, the punish is just that much more brutal here on Torches. So we'll see what Cham goes for. I bring this up just because Cham, he does go Stormhost from time to time, and would do so on El Dorado. As did many Zerg players like Dark and Rogue and Shin. Oh. As Reaper does poke forward, takes down a Ling, takes down a Zergling. From here, ByuN going for his third CC. Likewise, you can see here, ByuN is going to be expanding towards Cham. This also means something that we have seen from Terran players is Terran players to take that triangular third base and then expand towards their opponent and take the gold. And from here, they can just commit. They can even 8 ranks, even with a 4th base, with that extra gold income, and just commit, double down, and break a Zerg. So, again, it is a very aggressive setup here from ByuN already, very assertive. Cham has yet to determine what he's going, or we've yet to determine what Cham's going for. So far, still droning. It's still too early. So just droning, just saturating. Cham going for the linear third, expanding away from his opponent. ByuN does poke in. Sin threatens the queens. I forgot about this. Sure, we do have the healing pad. Healing pad coming into play as ByuN tops up his army, going back in. Behind this, going for a bio follow-up, not into mech. Not this time. As from here, it's going to be Lair first. So Lair first out of Cham, a very safe play with the Lair first. It doesn't mean earlier Overseer. It means earlier Baneling speed as well, assuming that we are going for the Baneling nest. I don't like the idea of going into Muta play, just as a heads up, not on torches. But we'll see when the gases are taken. Speaking of, gases are on the way. Okay, it's going to be Roach play instead. I do like this. Roach play is a little more common on these smaller maps. It is a much safer way to play. So a Roach opener out of Cham. I can get behind it. Here, Hellion's going to be forced back, and ByuN does claim his third. And again, expanding towards Cham. Roaches are building up. From here, Cham will have the option to go for a 3 base all in. So he might take a 4th base just for larva and only drone up to 3 bases. So we'll keep an eye on Cham. I do like, I mean, we spoke earlier how aggression is favored. A 3 base all in, I do like the idea of that, to try to break and punish ByuN at this third. We'll see. Range upgrades are on the way. Roaches are revealed. ByuN is aware. From here, he should continue tank production. Oh! Does catch a queen! Yeah, massive eagle. 1 queen goes down. Queen does fall. As ByuN does start to step in, takes out the roaches one after the other. Brutal losses, and already Cham losing far too much. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, he gets caught out, and this is already brutal damage. Catching 3 queens. 3 queens do fall. Cham, he needs more time here to build up. Losing another queen. And this first drop may just be too much. Yeah, Hellion's there, busts into middle line. GG gets called. Cham, he's broken before he can get into the mid game. And ByuN will take the series 2-1. GG. GG, well played again. Just before Cham could build up his roaches, the first drop does critical damage, catching out three queens, catching out the ravagers, the roaches as well. And again, Cham needed more time to build up that roach count. Hellion drive-by into the natural base, seal the deal. Did seal the deal. You saw in the production tab, Cham, he was working towards infestation pits. That would have been for roach ravager infestor to get into the mid game, most likely to get into a hive, to get into ultra tech. So Cham was building up towards something greater, but was shut down before it could really get it going. GG. GG, well played. With that, ByuN does claim the series. And ByuN, he was favored to take the series, but we did force the ace match, so a very nice showing there out of Cham regardless to get to the ace match against ByuN. Very nicely done, very impressive play. With that, we have our grand finals. It is going to be a TVP between ByuN and Clem coming up next. Let's go. It's going to be ByuN versus Clem in a best of 5. As we do need a moment to set things up.